Today I'm going to be doing a mobile recording vlog, and I'm going to show you how I capture audio and video for local artists at music venues. I'm going to go into detail about the types of microphones I bring, the cameras and tripods and gimbals that I use, along with how I use my interface to split the signal so that both I can get the recordings and it can also go to the monitors for the audience to hear. And for the microphone boom stand that I'm bringing, that's just going to be used for the overheads. I have the two kick drum microphones. These will probably just go on guitar cab, a guitar cab. I don't really think I'll need the second one, but in case another band's interested, I'd rather just have an extra one and not need it. Moving on to the microphones, it's not really a super impressive collection just because these microphones get used a lot on a live stage, so I don't really want to bring anything too expensive. I just got the Sennheiser E609, so I'll be using that for snare drum, and then just like some SM57s, a knockoff of that Sennheiser microphone made by Behringer, and then a couple of DI boxes at the back, and just some other dynamic microphones that I can use. In the majority of cases, I use the venue's vocal microphones, and I just have that routed to my interface, and I'll show you how I go about that. But really, it's just, I don't know, what is this, about 10 microphones for my collection. Yeah, nothing crazy there. And then just my XLR cables so that the venue doesn't have to worry about me returning any of their gear. I'd rather just make it all my responsibility. And then I have my camera bag. I should have a camera in there along with the lens. I'll be putting this camera in as well and using it for the show. And then in the back, that's my gimbal that I'll be using. I don't know how to say it. It's the Crane 2S. I've had it for a couple of years. I like it. It's pretty good. Okay, so this is my mobile recording rig. In these rack spaces, I have two 8-channel microphone splitters, so that gives me 16 channels that I can split. I'll talk about that in just a sec. But down here, this is the mobile recording interface that I use. It's the Zoom LiveTrack L20R. I really like this interface. It gives me 20 channels that I can record, 16 mic preamps, and 4 line inputs, so that's plenty. But really, all I do is just create a new session and then delete the previous sessions after I have them saved in multiple spaces. I do plug headphones in just to monitor the mix to make sure nothing's clipping, but the SD card port is right there, and the host, that's where you can plug into another USB and back up everything to another drive, so that's been really helpful. Yeah, we'll go around to the back side and I'll show you just what I'm doing. The back of the mobile recording rig, and I'm going to try to zoom in so you can see what exactly is going on. And there is a direct out and a link out. I received the direct out, and that goes to my interface, and the sound guys get the link out, and that goes to the board for the venue. I haven't had any issues or sound discrepancies with the link out versus the direct out. So moving on, I've got the direct out going into the back of the Zoom, and they're all just plugged in through there, 1 through 16. And then I don't know how well we can see, but that's where the 4 line inputs would go. I don't have a splitter for that. I haven't had to use really more than 10 or 12 channels. The cool thing with this is that it's got the master outs, which you can plug to if this was a if you're using this as a audio interface for your home studio, that would go directly to the monitor speakers that you're using. And then if you're using it as a for a venue, you have 5 sets of speakers that you can send it to, or you have 5 sets of outputs that you could send it to, but I'm not using that for this purpose. This is my mobile recording rig, so I'm just focused on the direct outs, the link outs, and going directly into my interface. So this is from the session last night where the band Whose Hands Are These played at the Upside. As you can see, there's 11 tracks. I'm gonna organize these. I'm gonna go through and figure out what's what. So I guess I'll do that now because I like to stay as organized as possible. Cool, so that's what the tracks sound like raw going in. There's no panning, nothing is on them. But I am gonna open the mix window just to start the mix process. This isn't gonna be a full mix, but this is gonna show you kind of the quality from what I can get from my mobile recorder. So yeah, I'll pull that open real quick. We'll just start from the beginning.
To Jesus, I always apologize more often than I need to. My conscience chooses to abuse me. It's better that way. It's better than not feeling sorry, even if you're cute. In my mouth, ready made beneath the bushes. I've been shattered and shattered down. If you look at the ideas that make me feel good.
Yeah, so I like where that's at. Yeah, so I'll probably do another like 15 minutes worth of mixing on this. I'm not going to do a full mix tutorial. I just kind of wanted to show an example of what it's like for me packing up my gear, loading it up at the venue, and then recording the bands. A look into what the raw files and footage sounds like. So So hopefully this makes sense for how I record artists playing their music at venues. I know in the future I plan on scaling up with more cameras just to offer more dynamic angles, but I'm really trying to keep it budget friendly while I start out. So I'm just using the 2 cameras, have a small collection of microphones, and I just try to deliver a pretty good quality for the artist, the best that I can give. I think it's nice because it offers them another way to share their music with their fan base, and they don't have to rely on recording everything else that goes along with recording an album or EP. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, subscribe, check out the other videos I've got where I have other artists that I've also recorded at live venues, and I look forward to making another video.